Hello and welcome, PG Hunt. My name is Alveed. Right now, I have with me the very talented, the actor, the comedian, Mr. Veer Das. Hello, Veer. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. Veer, firstly, you were tell me how has the lockdown been treating you?
It's been good, yeah. Not bad. Been working hard. I've worked harder in the pandemic year than I have, I think, in any other year that I've had a career. Uh, we both, my wife and I, have. It's been a while since we were able to spend this kind of time with each other. You know, as a comedian, you travel about 5, 6 months in a year, so it's been nice to have roots and plant your feet for 9, 10 months. It's been fun.
Veer, you've got to tell me the fact that you have been a stand-up comedian, you have actually received a lot of acclaim and a lot of love and a lot of appreciation for your acts. How did it all start, and from where did it all begin? What I mean, you're an actor predominantly, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, how it all starts, that's a damn long conversation that neither you or me are going to be interested in, to be very honest with you. Like, this is, uh,
Okay.
you know, I came down to Bombay, I told some jokes, people were like, you're funny. And then they're like, do you want to do movies? And I was like, okay, I'll do a movie. And then they were like, do you want to do another movie? And I was like, yeah, but I'll keep telling jokes. That's the long and short of it. I think it was just moving to Bombay in 2007, 2008. That was the best decision that I took.
That's right. I remember there was this line in one of your stand-up acts, and you said that I came into Bombay, I looked here and there, I smoked a cigarette, and never went
Yeah,
back, or something of
yeah.
that sort.
No, it's true. I,
And there was,
I used to work at the Times of India, and so I got an interview at the office
oh,
for a
okay.
channel, and then went to Marine Drive, smoked a cigarette, and stayed here.
I see. Uh, and when you're doing these acts, and especially the kind of the names that we use in
Hmm.
the act. You talked about you actually joked about Mother Teresa. You talked about almost everything. I mean, it was pretty tongue in cheek.
Yeah,
Tell me about the script. How did you actually come? I mean, devise the script. How did you write? How did you think about and all of that?
I just write the jokes. Yeah, you write a joke about India, and then you run 10 minutes, and then 10 minutes becomes 15 minutes, and 15 minutes becomes 20 minutes, and that whole process takes about a year, and you tore that around for a year, basically. So for Veerdas for India, I knew that I was
But tell me,
making.
you seriously never liked Chawanprash? I mean, I dig Chawanprash. I love
Thanks,
Chawanprash.
man, but I do not like
How
him.
can you say? I mean, I know that shake. I mean, there's a weird movement that you kind of showed in the act where you shake the leg. The little boys they shake the leg after having this thing after having Chawanprash. I never quite did that. I kind of love
But
it.
that's, different folks
I
for
love it.
different folks. Like I don't like many light bulbs in my room. You clearly like about six light bulbs in your room. Like different people prefer different things. Yeah. So
I see. And what exactly is, I mean, the kind of comedy that you do?
what
It's not like really comedy. It's like, I mean, it's more tongue in cheek, I'd say. I mean, it's a little on the darker side, and yet I mean, there is this humoristic touch to it. What exactly is your inspiration? What actually makes you write,
I like
or makes
truth.
you
Yeah,
think the way you do?
in any way, shape, or form. I think the idea of a comedian is to take the truth and make it so ridiculous that people are able to face that truth. So I really like the idea of changes from year to year. Some years when I did Veerdas for India at the beginning of the year, it was a very patriotic special and very wholesome special. Now with this new show that I've got this thing, it's about the pandemic because you kind of go from what people are going through. So really, just everyday life will guide you into what your comedy is going to be.
Right. Especially now with the kind of with the I wouldn't say the advent, but yes, the newfound freedom as far as people are concerned and people who did not have a voice for a long time, especially before the lockdown. The fact that the social media platforms have really proliferated and people have actually, found a vent of sorts. Don't you think the kind of comedy that you did was a little on the, it would perhaps uh, flare up emotions? I mean, a lot of the people kind of see, and instead of taking it on the humor part of their personality, they could perhaps go and perhaps rant a lot about it on social media, perhaps make a whole hullabaloo
But
about
that's your decision, no? It's not mine. It's whether you think it flares up emotions or not. It doesn't flare up my emotions. It's really none of my business. My job as a comedian is quite simply
it.
to tell a joke and to push the line, and you, the audience, will decide where your own personal line is. As far as social media, I place very little faith in social media as an accurate representation of India. I think India is a far more intelligent, fun-loving, warm-hearted audience than social media represents. But in terms of whether people are going to flare up or not, yeah, then you might as well not do anything or not put out any kind of content, because there's some kind of content will flare up somebody or the other. So quite frankly, if you're going to flare up or not, or take offense or not, or troll or not, it's none of my business. My business is just to make the joke better. Can I write a
Why
joke?
I'm saying this is also because of the fact that, especially lately, there has been a lot of hue and cry over the silliest and over the perhaps most trivialist of things for that matter. I mean, people are actually voicing out their opinions, which again is a good thing, but again, at times, there is no restraint, is what I'm trying to
But
drive.
why should
There's no
I don't think
restraint, especially.
there should be any restraint. If I take the freedom of doing a joke about anybody that I want at any time, I have to grant that freedom to everybody else. And what might seem trivial to you and me might be the most emotional issue to somebody else. And they're entitled to feel that emotion. So I feel like, zero judgment on anybody saying anything on social media, because I say so much on social media as well, and I do jokes about everybody. So I have to be equally democratic in the freedoms that you afford other people. And what could be very small to
Hmm.
you could be the most emotional, important thing to somebody else. I
Yeah.
think we just all stay in our own lanes. Yeah, we learn to coexist.
So, I mean, for the first time when you perhaps hit the stage and you had a big audience in front of you and you knew it for a fact that you're not supposed to forget a line, perhaps one constantly ranting about whatever you've read or whatever you prepared, I mean, how did you actually, for the first time when you faced the stage and the live audience, how was it for you?
It's great. I mean, I think the first time that a comedian gets a laugh on a good joke, it is an undeniable feeling that rushes through your body. And that feeling drives you to do it and die 10 times over until you get that feeling again. It's like having a hit movie. That weekend, you feel so amazing. You will make 5 other movies that may or may not succeed until you get that feeling again. You're all just chasing that feeling of feeling creative or feeling inspired or feeling validated in your opinion or your perspective or your art. So the first time I did comedy, I did 5 minutes of comedy. Do I?
Yeah, you were frozen on.
All right. Am I back
Yeah, now
now?
it's perfectly
All right.
fine. Yeah,
Sorry. The
you're
lights
audible.
might come on in the
Yeah, yeah,
middle of
you're
my
visible.
middle of my this thing, but I'm saying you're always chasing that feeling, the feeling of inspiration and the feeling of uh, that your art exists in a coherent space.
Right, right. What do you have to, perhaps, I mean, what exactly comes to your mind when you talk about films, especially in India? I mean,
Well,
the kind of, I'm
when we
sorry?
talk about films, the film that I'd want to talk about is my new Netflix special. It is called Outside In, and
Okay.
it is streaming now on Netflix. That's what comes to
Mm.
my mind, which is a lockdown special that released today on Netflix. So I'd love for people to watch that because it's
I'm
different
sure people are going
stories
to
from
watch that,
all
they
over
will
the
love
world.
it. And in fact,
Yeah,
we are having this
yeah,
interview because of that as well. But the thing is, I'm really
right.
interested to know, for a person with the kind of mind and the bent of mind that you have, and what is the kind of film that perhaps inspires you, or you perhaps would want to or aspire to be a part of a film of that sort? Of, I want to know the kind of film.
I, you know, there's no, that's a bit of a reductive answer that I can give, and I don't know because I like various different types of films. I was a huge fan of Rang De Basanti, and that impacted me in a gigantic way.
Hmm.
But I also love like Mera Naam Joker, and I think that's a gigantic piece of,
That's a
this
lovely
thing.
film. That's an
Yeah,
epic.
so it's both of those things together on any given weekday. Will inspire you. I just want to be, and it's not even necessarily a film. I feel like the film format sometimes is now giving away to series formats where you can tell a more detailed story and spend more time
Yes.
with the
Yeah.
character. So I just like good characters and to be able to be part of a good story. Yeah, that's what I like as an audience member, even.
Talking about series, and I mean, the web series platform is again proliferated, and people are actually making tons and tons of web series, and they're getting humongous audiences as well. Have you been approached for any of these web series, or what exactly are you looking at if you perhaps say yes to a particular concept on the web platforms?
I have a web series. It's called Hasmukh, and it came out on Netflix in April. I starred in it. I played Hasmukh. So that's the one that I did. I'll do another one next year as well.
Another one, okay.
Yeah.
And if you could perhaps shed some light on that, as in just a little bit, if not just a wee bit.
On the new one, I won't be able to. It's not announced yet. Hasmukh is I play a serial killer who's a terrible comedian, and that's been out on Netflix. But no, next year I think I'll do like a romantic comedy, and then the series I do will be sort of a broader
Okay.
comedy. So yeah.
All right. I mean, I am assuming, I know I shouldn't do that, that your preferred genre is comedy.
No, yeah, not at all. I think I just like good stories, and I think those things are blending into each other as well. You know, good stories have a little bit of drama and a little bit of comedy as well. My preferred genre for stand-up is, of course, comedy. I like doing that. But no, you know, Hasmukh, which came
Mhm.
out on Netflix, was a very dark show. It was not a funny show at all. It was, in fact, very depressing and very
Yeah.
disturbing. You know, of the work I'm shooting next year, one is funny, maybe three are not. You know, so it's not a preferred this thing. I understand comedy. I've done it for about 10 years. So you know, your
Mm.
craft gets better because you understand timing, you understand how a line should be delivered funnier, and you can improvise better.
Right. What kind of an actor are you? Veer? I mean, the fact that when perhaps you're into the scene, the director calls for an action, you get in it and do your scene, and the moment the director calls a cut, just snap out of it. Does that happen with you? Perhaps take your character back
Right now, I'm an unemployed actor. I'm an actor in my pajamas, like most actors,
home? Okay.
because of the pandemic. It depends on your different characters. You know, for Hasmukh, it was a little more serious set. For the movie I'll do now, it's a romantic comedy, so it's a little breezier, and you can have more banter and snap out of it.
Mhm.
It just depends on the character that you're playing. I think they all require different approaches. You know, I think it depends on how
What I'm trying to drive at,
far away from you is the character.
yeah. So, for instance, if a character like us, I mean, for instance, the character that you had in Hasmukh, and as you
Yeah.
say, it was a depressing character. I did not watch the series. Uh, it was a very dark character, as you describe it. Was was a character of that sort capable of, driving its drill into your head, and you, as an actor, perhaps take that entire experience that you have in front of the camera back home?
No, I mean, I've done it for long enough where I understand ki, yaar, this is, you know, I'm not going to come home and be a serial killer and like murder people, or, you know, or feel dark or depressed at
Of
home,
course not.
or
Of
you know,
course not. I'm
yeah,
talking about yeah.
or feel even, you know, disturbed or depressed or low at home. Sometimes it's physically tasking. Doing a comedy can be physically tasking, right? If you're doing
Mhm.
active scenes, like during a go-go agon or whatever, you're running, you're firing guns, you're doing all of that stuff. You just come home a little drained from that. But no, I think as you do this for a while, you learn to preserve parts of yourself. You know, saying I need to be healthy tomorrow
Mhm.
as well. So you learn to preserve parts of yourself.
All right. Okay. My final question to you, Veer, is since we are very short on time, what other kind of films are you actually looking at in the near future, and what films do you aspire to be a part of? What genre of
I would
films,
like
and what
I
kind of
would
films?
like to
Yeah.
be part of films that make lots of money that comes to me. And
Okay.
and I
Okay.
don't know. I like I said, to me, it's not genre specific. It's not studio specific. It's story specific. So I'd
Yeah, but being an artist, I mean, for instance, if I'm a writer, I would have an inclination towards writing a certain kind of. I wouldn't be like, dabbling in a master of all trades and a jack of all trades and a master of none.
I kind of like being a
I
jack
mean,
of all
that's what I'm
trades
trying to try.
and master of none. And I think if I'd love to do a biopic soon, you know, and I probably will in the next 4 or 5 years. And maybe something, you know, yeah, maybe just a biopic. That'd be it. But like I said, a good story. I think if you look at what the audience is consuming right now, they're consuming good stories, real stories.
Okay, finally, before I let you go, even though I said was the
Mhm.
last question, one question that suddenly came into my head was nowadays, but are you looking at TV in the first place? I mean, do you
No,
ever think of coming down, I mean, doing a TV show? No, not really.
no, it's a reasonable time commitment. It's hard to balance a stand-up comedy career and a TV career. You can balance a stand-up and a film career pretty well.
Okay, so I mean, for instance, if a particular channel came down to you and kind of offered you loads and loads of money and said that please come and be a part of Big Boss, will you be, I mean, will you say yes?
No, I couldn't fathom being locked in a house for 10 weeks or 15 weeks. I have too many shows to do. I'm also producing some stuff. There's just too much work to do to be stuck in one
Besides
place
that,
at one time. I don't know. I mean, that's what would inform my
Is
decision.
this the only reason that you wouldn't want to be?
Absolutely.
Is this the only reason that you wouldn't want to be, a part of the
Yeah,
show?
prioritizing my work. Absolutely. That's the only reason.
All right, okay. All right, guys. So with that, we come to the end of this lovely candid conversation with Veer Das. My name is Sandeep with Vijay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Bye.